Hello and welcome back to this pick a card reading. So today's reading we are going to be picking a door. So on the left we have door number 1, in the middle door number 2, and on the right door number 3. So tune in to whichever door you feel the most drawn to, which one you want to walk through and see what message lies behind it. Just give you a few minutes to really pay attention to them, see which one you are most drawn to, and then we'll get on with the reading. Hello and welcome to this pick a card reading. Thank you for choosing your pile. So this is going to be for door number 1. I think I quite like this one, to be fair. That's the one I was most drawn to. So it looks, I don't know, I just love that rustic kind of feel. And yeah, it just feels really welcoming, doesn't it? Okay, so if you chose door number 1, your card is New Life. It was in reverse though. That sounds posh, doesn't it? New Life. So it was in reverse, but it doesn't mean a negative thing. So automatically, like, people might say, oh yeah, it's in reverse, so it means like, oh, I'm not gonna get anything good, you know, it's not gonna be a new life for me. Like, no, it was actually, so this woman in the card, if you see, she is kind of waking up from a sleep, and because it was in reverse, it was like a deep sleep, like really kind of, yeah, I just got the feeling of such a deep sleep. So you've been maybe like, you've been feeling like you've been in a deep sleep for a while, like nothing's really been kind of happening for you. You've been kind of zoned out, maybe in your own little world. Your life just kind of felt like you were on I'm seeing like a hamster on a wheel, kind of just like going round and round and round in circles, or doing the same thing over and over again, and kind of like is the word, what's the word, it's like mundane. Yeah, I was thinking of another word, but it was like mundane. And so I feel like that's what you've just been kind of asleep to life. Just been, yeah, like just going through the motions, and nothing's really been changing. However, it's time to wake up from that. I feel like you are now kind of like stretching, and like I've just seen the sun like really bright, even though the sun's like really bright outside, and I've just done a reading about the sun, but they directed me to the sun. It's almost like the sun has just woken you up, like you've opened the curtains and you've seen like a fresh new perspective, and the sun is just really woken you up. So it might be that something has come into your life, or like something's changed that has really like woken you up and made you feel a lot better and a lot happier and more vibrant and like the sun. Okay, and so you're starting to kind of wake up, and there's parts of you that are starting to wake up. It's almost like you're finding parts of yourself, and I'm touching my heart here, so it might be that your heart is now starting to open a bit, and you can now start to see glimpses of the light. It's almost like you've gone through like like the old cliche, you know, light at the end of the tunnel. So you've gone through like a dark tunnel, and you're now coming out. You can see the light. You can see the light at the end of the tunnel, but that light is kind of in your chest. So I feel like it's kind of like opening up and you're just starting to like see different things that you didn't see before, and just, like I say, get a new perspective on life, and it feels quite exciting. So oh, that just, I'm quite excited for you. Let me just see if there's anything. Okay, so I'm drawn to the flags. So I'm drawn to like, you know, when people, there's a whole thing at the moment, I just keep hearing it. I think it's like, it's just more present at the moment online, and you know, in the dating world or whatever, about red flags, and now I've got orange flags and green flags and all different types of flags, and you're just like, oh gosh, I just keep hearing it all the time. And it's like you almost just don't want it, like she's looking away from them. It's like you don't want to like think like that. You don't want to be looking out for red flags. You don't want to be thinking about like what could go wrong or what might be wrong with this situation or this person. You just want to experience life, and you just want to be present and enjoy the moment and just pay attention to what makes you feel good. Okay, so try not to get swept up in what other people are saying about certain situations or certain people, or, you know, oh, look out for this and look out for that, because basically a lot of the time what you look for you're going to find. So just be careful what you look for, okay? Yeah, that is literally your card. Oh, they have just given me the words not set in stone as well, so I don't know what that means. Maybe it's just like you might be thinking in terms of like that nothing's going to change or something like that, but nothing is set in stone, okay? Things can change. So there you go, got a little bit of an extra message there. So yeah, that's your card, pile number 1. Hope it resonates. Let me know. Please give this a like, subscribe, share, comment, all of the jazz. And yeah, I will see you on the next video. Bye. Hello and welcome to this pick a card. If you chose pile number 2, this kind of, well, it's not really a door, is it? But it's like a walkway. Then this is your message. So this card actually goes really well with this, I think. You have higher power. Okay, and if you think about it, like a higher power can be, you know, if you think of like a higher source or something like that, you sometimes think of like God or angels or, you know, things like that, don't you? And this card actually looks like, if you think about like, and I'm thinking of that film Evan Almighty, is it? Something like that, Bruce Almighty, Evan Almighty. And it's all white and all kind of like, it just reminds me of that. So what it's bringing through is that you have to, it's about clearing your mind, first of all, because it is starting from like a blank canvas, okay? So if you think about like a home, so when you're moving out of a home and you have to like clear it and declutter it, this might actually be literal, so someone might be moving home, so you have to clear that space and you have to start from a fresh canvas. So you're moving into a whole new fresh canvas, and you get to put, and to be fair, this is like the main message I think of this, is you get to put a stamp on it. Like you get to put your own stamp on it and do it, like decorate it how you want it, and it's kind of like a message for your life. So you have to, in order to start that fresh new life, in order to you know, have the life that you want and to make it how you want it, you have to sometimes declutter first. You have to clear out all of the junk, and that could be in your mind as well, okay? So they're giving me fresh clear mind but also fresh clear house. And sometimes, you know, both work together. So if you clear your house, you get clear mind, and vice versa, okay? So yeah, what it does, so you could take that literal. You could go and clear your house, have a bit of spring cleaning. You could clear your mind, you know, do whatever it takes to clear your own mind. But it is, like I say, it is a message. Oh, and I've just noticed these have got messages on the back as well. I didn't read that for card number 1. Maybe it wasn't meant to be for that one. So it says here, sand through the hourglass, a moment's joy, it says. Sand through the hourglass, yet time could stand still. A moment lasts forever in the bliss of the heart's will. Don't know what that means. Take that if that resonates in any way, but yeah, I was drawn to it. So but yeah, the main message is like you need to start fresh, okay? You need to clear out everything, you need to start fresh, and it's time for you to paint the life that you want, to create the life that you want, to design what life you want, okay? So yeah, how exciting is that? And it's number 4, and number 4 is about stability and home. So it's definitely a message about home, okay? So have a look around your home. Is there anything in your home that does not resonate with you anymore? That is the old version of you that you need to get rid of and to create the new version of you, okay? Let me know if this resonates. Let me know if you're moving house. Let me know, yeah, just anything really. Share your thoughts and your stories. Love to hear them. Okay, so that is your card, pile number 2, and I will see you on the next video. Bye. Hello and welcome to this pick a card reading. This is for those who chose pile number 3. I don't actually know there'd be many people choosing this card. It doesn't look very welcoming, does it? And it's interesting because this this actually reminds me of something that I'm kind of going through at the moment. I wouldn't have chosen this card. I would have chosen card number 1, but it's really interesting because I sometimes, and I do probably need to, I might record a little bit at the start to say, like, you know, to choose one also that you don't really feel drawn to, because there's always a little message in there for you as well. So you may have chosen this because of that reason, or you may have chosen pile number 2 and 3 because they're quite similar, in like connected in a way. So sometimes when you don't want to see something, there's a great lesson in it. Okay, this is actually about, I'm going to get the card with it in a moment, but this reminds me of like a derelict, like obviously it's a derelict building, right? But it could also be like your environment around you is just not really making you happy. Okay, it's falling to bits, it's old, it's like, you know, it could be anything in your life. It could be they're giving me the word clothes, which is weird. It could be clothes falling to bits, it could be your car falling to bits, it could be your house falling to bits, it could be relationships falling to bits. Whatever it is, it's something in your life that's not right and falling to bits, or old, or, you know, tattered and worn, and just you need to freshen it up. And I did talk about this a little bit in card number 2, so you might want to just hop right over there and see that reading as well. It's completely the opposite, like I'll get card number 2, so look, completely the opposite, but the message is similar. Okay, so the card with this is breathe. Okay, and what this says is, do not think that you are going to stay in this situation for long. They're giving me this really, really loudly, and I feel it quite tight in my chest as well, and I feel a bit emotional with it, right? Probably because it resonates a little bit with me, but yeah, okay. Detach. It's saying the words temporary, right, in big letters. It's only temporary. They want you to know, okay? And I'm also being reminded of how that helps you, okay? So I tell you a little personal story. It might help, might put it into kind of context. So I went back to a job that I thought I would never go back to. And I went back because I needed the stability, I needed the safety, I needed to get myself back on track. And it was the easiest option at the time. Now I went back with the mindset of it's only temporary, and it changed everything. Like literally changed the way I felt about the job. It changed the way I operated in that job, the way that I don't know, just like completely changed my perspective. Like just by saying those words, it's only temporary. And you know, when someone says like, you know, storms are only temporary, things like that, it kind of like then makes you kind of let go a bit and detach a bit. Like I said, detach, like just now, that was probably a message for that. So if you're in a situation where you don't feel at home, you don't feel like happy and comfortable and relaxed and content, all of those things you really want to feel, please know that it's temporary. Okay, and please tell yourself every day that it's temporary, because life changes. Things can literally change in a moment. I know a friend in my life at the moment who his life has completely 360'd in the last, well, within the last few months. And a year ago, I would have said, what, you know, I would not have thought that he'd be doing the things that he was doing, or, you know, his life would have changed in the way that it has. But people can come into your life, situations can change like literally within a second. We all know that. So please hold out for hope, please hold out for something better coming in, and please think like that, because that's what's going to change things. Okay, also listen to number 2 if you feel drawn to, because you might need to do some physical things that will help you feel better as well in that environment. Okay, love this one. This was actually like the most clear one, and the most, like, the one I felt sort of connected to the most, I think, which is strange because I would have chosen card number 1. But yeah, I mean, there could be a message in all of them for you, so feel free to watch them all. But yeah, that is your message, pile number 3. I hope it resonates. Please let me know. Feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe, all of those things, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.